Welcome to Titty Talk Unfiltered, the podcast where we talk about our journey of breast cancer and everything that we've gone through. We are not doctors. We are just sharing our story, and hopefully along the way, we will help others. We are your hosts, Christy Becker and Francine King, two cousins, two diagnoses, 2 years apart. So I guess this time we will start with Fran, and this one is Gone Girls, the Boob edition. So we'll talk about our double mastectomy.
Yes. So we're gonna talk about our mastectomy today. So my mastectomy was my first part of my 3-part treatment.
Okay.
So I got my boobs removed before chemo or radiation. Went in for they offered me to just remove one, but I decided to remove both because there's a percentage that it can come back. So They said a percentage, and as soon as they said a percentage that it could come back in the other boob, I said, take them both.
Yep. Say bye.
I think that you can tell me if you remember this too. Like, do you remember kind of hating them for a couple weeks? Like,
Yes. At one point,
despising your body.
yeah, because they were trying to kill you.
Yeah,
Absolutely. It was like, see you later, bitch.
like normally you like look in the mirror and you're trying to make your boobs look bigger and perkier. And at that point I was like, get them off.
Yeah, get them off.
Like,
They're trying to kill me.
Yes.
Yep.
So I think that was a super weird feeling to have with my body.
Yeah.
That's not something I normally feel about my body. I did choose to get both breasts cut off. So I went into my surgery, super scared.
Now, for your surgery, were you by yourself?
By myself again.
Nobody could go in.
No. So I went in. So I went in for my surgery. They're going to take both off. I wake up to a male nurse.
Okay.
Who, his first response to me as I wake up is, "Oh, how big did you go?"
Are you fucking kidding
No,
me?
I'm not. Not only that time, but every time he came in to give me my meds, he talked about it again.
That's just totally uncomfortable.
I know. It was totally uncomfortable. I just woke up, got my boobs cut off.
We don't know each other like that.
I already have a guy.
Yeah, that's really unprofessional.
So we did handle that with the hospital the next morning.
So good.
Bigger issue was I woke up in the middle of the night to another nurse waking me up, and I had my blood pressure was down to 60/30. So the meds that sweet male doctor was giving me was too much.
Oh, lovely.
So another surgeon comes into the room, and he is making me nervous because he's saying your blood pressure is so low that this is not okay. And all I was thinking was that it was going to go so low that I didn't wake up.
Yeah.
That nurse is my savior. She literally saved my fucking life that because had I gone through the night sleeping, they said I probably wouldn't have woken up.
That's
Fucked up, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the next morning I wake up. I can feel that everything on this side is super tight.
Okay, which is kind of normal.
The bandages, even like as I'm breathing, it felt like through the night it just kept getting tighter.
Like it just wanted to like.
So they come in and check me, and there's a blood clot here.
Oh my God!
So I went back into surgery.
All by yourself?
All by myself. Back into surgery that same morning. I come back from surgery. I stayed 2 nights in the hospital. Nothing was ever right on this side. That tightness that I felt, it just never right. So it never went away.
Even after they got the blood clot.
Yes, even if they got the blood clot. Long story short, as that week kind of progresses, they send me in to see my oncologist. I'm just meeting her for the first time, just kind of like a sit down. How are you? And she's like, "Can I take your stuff off? I want to see what's happening." And she goes, "This is bad." And I said, "What's bad?" And she goes, "It's not closing. Not closing at all." So
yeah,
she sends me right over to my plastic surgeon, who takes my shirt off with the other nurse and says, "Not good." He said, "You're coming back in the morning at 7:00 for your next surgery, which is to take everything out."
Since you just had it put in, let's just take it out.
It was like a week and a half later. I just was having so many issues.
Now, did they talk to you and say that could happen?
No.
Okay.
Come to find out, as you found out,
yes,
it is
very normal.
Hugely normal. I mean, it's not even a thing, hugely normal, but
when it's happening in the moment and you don't know that it's normal, it's like terrifying.
And no one says this might not work.
Right.
Everybody is kind of like, "Oh, it's happening." and it's going to work.
Because you're just assuming, no, this is what you go through. I'm going to do this. I'm going to get them, and I'm going to have fake boobs or whatever, and it's going to be fine. But that's not the case.
No, so that morning I come out of the surgery with nothing. So now I'm flat.
Yep.
Which is like the last thing as a woman that you want to be. And it's not just flat.
It's no nipples.
It's
indents.
It's scars. It's the chest that you don't recognize. Yeah. There's no nipple. It's just skin. It's indented into your chest. So it's not just like people used to say, well, I wouldn't mind being flat. It's not flat.
Not completely flat.
Not flat at all.
No, it's not. It's a lot to look at. A lot to look at. Especially when you don't know what to expect when you first see it.
Right.
Every emotional thing I do.
I did get out of the shower when I got home and I opened my shirt and I called my mom in and I was like, they closed. My sutures closed. And that was the first time that my body closed those stitches up.
So it was healing.
So as much as I didn't want to be flat, I was so proud of my body that I was so mad at a week ago. It healed it. And I stayed like that for 6 months.
Okay.
And the coolest part was I got to do a little photo shoot.
Yeah.
As flat as could be.
Yeah.
And I think that was probably one of the most freeing moments.
Absolutely. That's a very freeing moment.
I'm still me.
It's a scary
moment. You're not.
Yeah. You'll always be you, but when you're a woman and you have certain body parts and you're used to that and that's what you are, it's not that it defies who you are, but it's a part of you.
Yes.
So when it came off, obviously you wanted them off because at that point you're like, fuck you, you're trying to get them, you need to go. But when it's like taken off and then you see it and it's not doing what you're supposed to think that it's supposed to be doing, it's a very overwhelming.
Yeah, it was super overwhelming. But all in all, I was super glad that I healed. So I healed. It didn't quite go the way I wanted. And then that's how I just lived like that for the next 6 months.
Yeah.
Flat. Yeah. It was kind of cool.
Which makes you look thin.
Yeah, it was kind of cool to be flat. A lot of things didn't get in the way. But yeah, so that was the end of my mastectomy.
Okay.
Yeah. And then
that's a lot to like freaking go there and not have it.
That was the hardest part of my surgery. Was the hardest part of my whole treatment was those like 6 months.
Like you have that fear of going in, like, and especially you because you went by yourself and you didn't have somebody holding your hand. I don't care. It's so much more personal when you have someone to make you feel better. And to go through that, and I know going into it for me, I didn't really get scared about it until it was like time to go in and I was back there by myself and I was like, oh my God, like, because it's like a really long surgery.
Long surgery.
That's when my mind, I think, was like, oh my God, something could go wrong. So to actually wake up and then have that all happen, like, it could happen, but you don't think it's really going to happen. And it did.
Yeah. And all I wanted was like for them to call Dustin.
Yeah.
And bring him in.
Bring my husband.
And they couldn't. But I'll tell you what, my nurse, Dana, she was like the one that held me through the whole thing. Yeah. The one that called me every day.
There's some really sweet people.
Yeah, there is really good people. And I am super thankful for all of their smarts.
Yeah.
Thank you for being smart doctors. And saving me. All right. So let's talk about yours.
Me, they didn't offer me, like in my treatment plan, she gave it to me. And she had it in as a lumpectomy. And I right away, and I was like, absolutely not. You're fucking taking both. See you bye. I'm not.
Now, what made you think to go that way and not just trust her lumpectomy?
I don't know. It was just my gut instinct. I just went with my intuition. Like right away, my mouth opened and said, no, I just want them both gone. Take them both. Because I didn't know anything. And I didn't know, okay, well, if you take this one, then down the road, I assumed it could go in there. And I just didn't want to take that chance. If you're going to do this with one, just do it with both now.
Yeah.
I don't want to come back, and have to do it again.
Yeah.
So she was like, oh, okay. My mom's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, 100%. I don't even need to think about it. So right away, I decided to do that. And leading up to it, my family's so sweet on my other side. Because you're my family too. Very sweet.
I know.
I came out, I'm like, wait a minute, you're my cousin. From Greg's side, his sister Rachel put together like a little gathering. There's a bar next to my section, Gleason's Bar. Shout out to Gleason's. They had like a little get together, like a gone Like ta-ta, see you later, or something like that. So she had like a cake made out of, there's a Fritz's around.
I love them for doing that.
So it was like two little boobs out of Fritz's, and they did such a good job. So she had that, and for that moment, I think it was really calming for me to have everybody like rally behind me and,
remind you
really
that
supportive
it's going to be
about
okay.
it. It was going to be okay. So I will say the good day going into it, I was okay. And like I said, when I got in there and I was by myself, that's when I started like panic, because I'm like, oh my God, this is going to be a really long surgery. I think they said like 6 hours. So they said that my breast surgeon would come in, take them off, take my lymph nodes out. I think they ended up taking like,
I forgot about that.
12.
The lymph nodes.
Yeah, they ended up taking like 12 out, and then they take it, I guess, right down and do everything with that. So then the breast reconstruction plastic surgeon comes in and puts your expanders in, and
All at the same
time. So
it's a lot of body trauma.
it's a lot of trauma.
Lots of trauma.
That all went. My surgery went well.
Good.
I guess I spent the night in the hospital. I think I don't remember, because I had so many surgeries afterwards. I feel like I did maybe, and then came home the next day, but I could be mistaken. So when I came home, they had a nurse that came out, and I noticed that my right breast, which was the one that was not the one that had cancer in it, they had like the tape over it, but it was like blood. So I'm like, that doesn't smell good, because this one don't look like that. I had my doctor's cell, so it was like, send me a picture, and I'm sending them, and the nurse, and then I had to go in like 2 days later to see him anyway, because I think four drains, and you had to learn how to drain those, and that was fun too, and fill up your cups.
Oh my God, I can remember Dustin would put Dave Matthews on in my ear.
So you did?
No, he would do the drains, because even the hearing of it freaked me out.
Oh, really?
I would put Dave Matthews on in my ears, and he would
drain
all my drains.
No, I did my drains myself. I was fine with that. And at first it's kind of like, and I think I've had them so many times that it's just second nature now.
Yes. By the third and fourth time I had them, I was good.
Yeah. So I had to go in for that and see that. I think maybe the first time I would see him, he took like one out, and then, or two, and then the other two probably like 10 days later or something.
Yeah.
I guess that has to do with your healing process when things come out, and when it's done draining, then you can get them out to help you heal. So anyway, this one, he looked at it, and he didn't really like, he would just go, say something. And my doctor was like he's a real quick talker, and he, blah, 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 and then he's out the room, and I'm like,
not being quick anymore.
What are you doing? So it started to where it got like, and you know this because I had you come over and look at it.
Oh, I remember.
It was like a black, like that, dark black, gooey looking.
It's almost like a scab, but it's not right. It was gooey.
So the nurse would come over, and he said to like put, I'm gonna say like Vaseline on it to keep it moist. So eventually, I think I went back in, and he cleaned that out, and then it was just like a white yellow looking pus, but it wasn't pussing out. It just was like a circle of that. So gross.
So gross.
So, and then I'm like, okay, I guess it's getting better. It's just going to close. And it just would not. So again, I had to go into the office because I kept sending him pictures, and, and this was probably in 2 weeks' time.
You have such a strong stomach because you were taking pictures of all of these things and sending them to me. And I'm going, oh my God, how is she even?
Well, I had to.
Her body is open, and you were just okay.
I had to.
I know. It was crazy that you were okay.
But I'm glad I have it for me now, because I'm going to try to put it at the end of this video.
Okay.
I don't even care. I will just expose my boob, and you can see the grossness. And if you don't want to see it, just don't watch at the very end, if I can get it on. So then I go to the freaking office, and he's like, blah, 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 talking all fast. And my mom always goes with me, and he just, all right, we're going to try to do this here. It'll make it a lot easier instead of going into the, like the medical, whatever, surgery.
All right. So he's going to work on it.
I'm like, okay. And he's just talking to me, and then out of nowhere, he just grabs it and starts to cut it off. No warning. And I want to say he got like to the middle, and he goes, you don't feel that, right? And I was like, who the fuck? I was like,
how? He was just cutting the skin.
He started cutting it without even seeing if I would feel it. I mean, you're very numb there, and you don't feel anything. But no, I did not feel it. But to start cutting and be like, you don't feel anything, right?
Oh,
I was like,
My
looking at my
God.
mom like, no, I don't feel that, but I feel like you should have asked me first. But all right. So anyway, he cut it off. And then he put like, I want to say 2 stitches on each side. So it looked like it was like a pucker of lips was like that. And he shoved it in with probably gauze that was in it, like maybe peroxide or something, and shoved it in there. And he's like, all right, when you get home tomorrow, so you can take this piece of gauze out and continue to put maybe peroxide in it or whatever and keep it. No, I don't even think he wanted it covered because I have like my padding and my bra, but I don't think he wanted anything covered. So I think he wanted it to breathe the heal. And it did it like little lips. And eventually it finally just closed. But it was a whole freaking process of doing that. And like, again, you don't expect you don't know what to expect. So when you start seeing things and it's happening, you're like panicking, but then he's not making a big deal out of it. And he's blah, 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 talking and then telling you what to do and back and forth to see him. And so,
It wasn't a big deal because it happened.
It happened. Yeah.
And that's not the thing that they talk about.
No, they don't
did not
talk about
bring that up.
Bring that up with me. And they really should, because it was so scary.
So scary.
And I'm thinking, oh my God, it's the end of the world. What's happening?
Right.
This one's done. Like, I didn't know. It closed up. My expanders were fine. And then when I did finally take them off, and obviously I had to before that, but the first time I didn't say this in the beginning, I didn't expect to see, like, it looked like I didn't have any nipples, but it looked like I had bumps. I had boobs because they put the expanders in. And I didn't realize they filled them up halfway in your surgery, and they do. So you kind of look like you got little bumps.
Yeah.
I
think I remember that.
Yeah.
Too.
I remember like looking in the mirror going, oh, okay, there's
all right.
I got something. There's some bumps. They're not sagging down here anymore.
No, not at all.
So yeah, I didn't expect to see that. I don't know why. I guess he didn't tell me that either in the beginning, that they were going to fill it up. I just knew I was getting expanders, not really knowing what it was,
I remember on the one time, one of my expanders was showing, and I called him. I was at the beach.
Yep.
Who goes to the beach after when they have drains? But I did.
Yeah.
I went to the beach with my drains, and I looked in the mirror, and I'm like, what is that black space on your boob? And it was the expander showing.
Just hanging out.
So I could see the expander coming out.
Little Sandy. I actually remember when I was showing you that you were right away, that's your expander. And
and it wasn't.
It wasn't, but you thought it was.
I thought it was an answer. I know exactly what that is.
Oh my God, that's great. Yeah. So that was my mastectomy. And then you go into the reconstruction phase after that, which again, I would rather just talk on.
We'll talk about that on another.
So because that's a lot too.
Do you want to share a little bit about October 25th?
I do.
All right.
So October 25th at 12 o'clock at Remedy Wellness, my gym, shout out to Remedy, which was a big part of my healing, and my Fit Fam there were so wonderful to me. It's a really, really great place. So when me and you started this, I also started with a new company for real estate, Opus Elite Real Estate. Love them. So I was on a meeting and they were talking about the Opus Outreach Foundation. So it's a foundation that my work has, that they do, wonderful things for and raise money for families in need, all different kinds of, things that they do for it. So they said if any of us had ideas that we would want to do our own kind of benefit through the foundation, that we could. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, so with us doing our podcast and October being Breast Cancer Awareness Month, I really wanted to connect with them and do something with you and help somebody that was going through breast cancer, because, a lot of people rallied behind me and you as well. We had great support systems. And a lot of nice things were done to us. So I wanted to be able to do that for somebody, and I know you did too, to just ease the pain, take your mind off. Not that it goes away, but just when people are kind to you and do nice things, and you're going through something,
cancer out of your brain for a moment.
It does. And when you just feel pure love from people, it's a beautiful feeling. So I really wanted to connect all three and do that. And it's working out.
And I think the choice of yours to have it where you're having it is also really symbolic
Yes.
of both of our journeys
Yeah.
getting better.
Yeah.
I think we became fit fanatics.
Yes. I mean, I was at my gym 4 days after I had chemo, if I could, because
Yes.
I wanted to move my body.
Mhm.
And I really think it helped me heal. I wasn't as sick because I was able to do it. And I was doing it beforehand, but I gradually would go when I could. And it really, really, I think, helped my journey of healing.
Yeah.
So to have it there was a big deal for me.
Yeah.
So I'm glad it's coming together. I ended up putting up a post, as all you know, and I had some people reach out, and we came across a woman, Kay Logan.
Mhm.
I'm not going to share her whole story because we did speak, and she's very, very sweet. She's going through a lot. She has stage 4 breast cancer. She is married with 3 children. So she recently had to stop working because the cancer got so bad and it hurt so bad in her bones. So she can no longer work, and her husband's working 3 jobs to maintain their family. So I kind of just wanted to rally behind her as a community and show her some love. And, you know,
And that's what we're going to do.
that's what we're going to do. So it's October 25th. Sweat for the Tatas, 12 o'clock, Remedy Wellness. You can go on our page, my page.
Our husbands who are not big worker out.
Oh, they're going.
They're going.
They're
They're
going.
going to be there.
So it's a really fun class. It's a HIIT class. It'll be an hour long. Chris is running it. So of course, I'll be mindful for people. Because
And I've already gone to one of
Yeah.
Chris's, and I loved it.
Yeah, it's a great class. And he's going to be mindful that not everybody are gym members.
Right.
And he knows how to do what he's doing. He's done classes like this before for, people coming in. So I'm really excited about
I'm
that.
really excited
Yeah.
about that also.
So please come. And I think we're going to raffle off an Opus cooler. And if you would like to donate anything to put in that for that, I think I just told you, just.
Yeah, I'm going to try and hit a couple liquor stores. And
Yeah.
I'm going to bring the flyer, and I'm just going to say, like, could you, like, I'm not going to have a letter, but I'm just going to see if people
Want to
couple
do
liquor stores.
Yeah. And even like,
donate.
I don't think it has to be all liquor.
No, it could be anything.
Gift cards, free workout for the gym.
Anything.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I just think a fun cooler filled with stuff that people would be like, oh yeah, I would love that.
Right.
Yeah.
The more money, the better. The more
Yeah.
money we can get
Yeah.
people to
All
donate in
proceeds
there.
will go to her family.
All
So
proceeds will go to her.
I'm really, really excited to do this.
Yeah.
For her.
And the one thing, I'm not going to say a name right now, but an old friend of mine called me, and she is at Capital Health this morning.
Okay.
She is getting her treatment plan. So I want to send her love.
Yes. Sending you love.
Yeah, sending you love, and
Good vibes.
I'll leave it at that. And then maybe we'll do something in the future for her also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think a lot of people with breast cancer is just
Everywhere.
It's everywhere. I know so many people that have had it or are getting it. And so I'm really glad that we're doing this to be able to.
Yeah. So if you want to work out, or you just want to come hang out, and we can laugh and be silly with our weights, and good music. They play good music, and Chris is a great instructor.
Yeah.
Great instructor. I was telling my husband about him last night.
Good. Dustin's going to be fun.
Yes. He remembers Chris from back in the day too. Well, thanks for coming to our second episode. And please, please, please come October 25th at noon. It's right in Morrisville. Hopefully we'll see you there.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm unstoppable. I'm a pusher with no brakes. I'm invincible. See, I win every single game. Minds are powerful. I don't need batteries to play. I'm so confident. Yeah, I'm unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. I'm unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today.